And we are live, but for some reason the capture is not working now. There we go. Hello everyone, how are we all doing today? And the rest? Guys, talk to me.
And we are doing good.
Yes, good to hear.
I have food, so I had muted myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here we are doing the 3.5 edition of Tomb of Horrors. Now, normally I don't do this, but this one I feel like it is warranted. I have a disclaimer to make. This is not a friendly campaign. This is very lethal, very dangerous, and I need you guys to understand that. I will not hold your hand. This is designed by Gary Gygax specifically to kill players. This is about as an infamous dungeon as you can have. And we're going to be starting pretty much right off the bat. You guys got a slight taste of it in the last one when Archer very nearly got crushed by one of the traps. So yes, and with that, let's see our brave adventurers about to enter this place. I'm going to start off with our fellow streamer, Naqua. Would you like to introduce your character for us?
Yeah, I'm playing so many characters lately.
Do you need help?
Valanoia.
Yep.
A cyanic who has actually done a heroic event by saving Robo Buddy.
Yes, that's true. You're instrumental in getting him out from being crushed. And let's give you because we support our fellow community streamers. Let's give you a shout out and see what clip we get. So.
And because this place is so bad, we have allied ourselves with a cat named Alex. Meow.
Yes.
Meow.
And there's your clip. Is it just playing? Unfortunately, it's not the most spectacular of clips.
No.
You need to get more clips, man.
Hello? Did we lose you?
All right.
Nope. I was ending the stream.
While that is resolving,
okay.
Who'd like to go next?
I'll have to watch your stream later.
Cannon?
Especially since we're all in it.
Exactly.
Oh, I got a bubble dropping.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
You did. I saw that just drop. How'd that drop?
We are playing.
I think there's a
Ernie
10% chance whenever you dig for a bubble, based on at least the tooltip from the edge.
God, it's been a while. What is Ernie?
What is Ernie? That is a good question.
Yeah, Ernie is a little gnome. He's a Dragonfire adept. Basically, think closer to a monk, but studying more of ways of the dragon than trying to find the inner peace.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Now, and March, thank you very much for the sub just there you just gave me. But yes, also introduce your character. March.
Hello?
There you go. Welcome back.
Sorry, I was muted.
Yeah, it happens a lot. Looks like you disappeared off
yes.
the thing too.
Yeah.
All right, continue.
Yeah, I got so frustrated. I left the game.
All right. Introduce your character.
I'm playing Zug.
Yep.
I am playing Zug. He is a Cobalt Trap Master, and he likes shiny things.
Nice. That works for me perfectly. Now, I just want to give you guys a heads up. There's a small chance I might lose connection. I don't know. The rain just picked up pretty hugely outside, just as I started streaming. We'll see how we go. But yeah, with that, we are going to move to the Tomb of Horrors. Now, it might take a little moment for the map to load up. Just be patient. All right. Now, I have a lot of reading to do, so don't jump in like immediately. All right. So give me a second. While this loads, this is a perfect time for me to do said things. All right. So where were we? Let's go here. All right. So as you look down this corridor, of which you guys have peeled away a false wall, you see there are brilliant colors everywhere. pigments painted on the stone, undimmed by the passage of decades. The floor is a colorful mosaic featuring a distinct winding path of red tiles forming a 2-foot wide meandering trail south down the corridor. A few chips and gaps reveal that cement or plaster covers the underlying stonework of the corridor, and it mostly provides a smooth surface for many of the illustrated scenes. And also, thank you hugely to Naqua for giving a gift sub to Dr. Pie and also Cannonade. Thank you very much. Alright, is the map still loading? Oh, there's the map. So yes, you guys see a corridor, and it goes deep into the area below. What would you guys like to do?
I take a breathing.
Actually, there is one thing. You have a guide called Ellie, and she says, this might actually be a good time for you guys to consider taking a long rest, especially considering one of you guys isn't looking so good, and could really make use of a cure disease that was mentioned.
I like to use predigitation and wrap up a deceased guy with toilet paper. That way he will feel
Can I
better,
bitch
right?
slap him? Can I bitch slap him?
No.
I'm too bad. I'm doing an unarmed attack.
And this is going to be a very short adventure, I can see.
Okay.
We're just making friends, Derek.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're doing great.
Big friend.
Can I fireball him now? Get it over with?
Didn't know you had that.
Oh, yeah.
I got
true.
grenades. And I'm not afraid to use them.
Does that mean he will blow up when I use the fireball?
Maybe.
No.
Also, Ernie, you're over here.
Ernie's leaving us to our shenanigans.
Quite possibly.
Where was we? Toilet paper, right? Could I use the invitation to toilet paper him, Derek? DM?
Talk to Zug, not me.
Okay, if you try that.
Also,
there's gonna be
Ali would like to remind you guys are still being hunted.
If you do that, there's gonna be consequences for you.
So no rush.
I take it that is a no, Derek?
Yes, that's a no.
I cannot use predigitation? Okay, because I don't have that spell.
Okay, cool.
I'm a scion. I'm not a spell. I'm a powercaster, I'm not a spellcaster.
Okay, cool.
Cannon, are you with us?
Cannon?
God damn it.
I've
been trying to say things, but I've been muted.
I've been wondering if that was the case.
So how long have we been traveling again?
About a little bit less than a week. With no sleep, I'll add. So you guys are all, with the exception of Robo Buddy, very exhausted.
Yeah, no, we're going to set up camp just outside.
Yep.
And I guess we're going to try to take turns keeping watch.
Okay, so first thing I want to do is figure out how would you like to set up camp? Is there anything special instructions you might have?
Would my character actually know this? Is the big question.
What's the question? I might be able to help fill it in.
There's actually a particular way to actually build a campfire where you get the heat but none of the smoke.
Oh, I see.
And you can have it effectively buried down in the sand to reduce the amount of light that it gives off?
I would say there would be a survival check with that, if that is a thing.
Survival is a thing, and I can do it without needing a.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'll say it's not an easy thing to do.
Come on, high number.
Yeah, I'd say a high number is what you need.
Wait, how do I?
Yep.
Do. Scroll. We'll just do it like this.
Can I do the D100 roll?
I mean, you can't get much higher number than that.
Oh, damn! No, you can't get a higher number than that. Yeah, you can definitely do that with a fireplace. And what was your question, Naqua?
Can I do the D100 roll?
The D100 roll, why?
Aren't we taking a long rest?
If not yet, you guys haven't even set up camp yet. Someone's just set up a fireplace. Where did you want to set that up, by the way, Cannon?
Just by the entrance.
So right outside?
Yeah, I'd be buried a little bit in the grass.
Do you want
Not
to
in the
stand
grass,
where
sand.
you want it to be placed? And I'll set up a...
I would if I could see. But
You can't
currently
see
I
anything?
Oh, never mind. I was looking at a different spot. Never mind.
Okay, yeah, you want to be up the top middle.
Yeah, and I accidentally closed out of the window. I swear, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I believe you.
That makes one of us.
So this has a fire source, correct? Or is it just under the sand, like a hot pocket?
Just under the sand, like a hot pocket.
Now, Ellie sees you doing this with the campfire and is very impressed by this. And then she looks over to the other two who are currently talking about bitch slapping each other, and the other one disguising the other one as a mummy. And she decides you're probably the more intelligent person to have a conversation with. And she goes over to you and has a little side. And says, "So, Ernie, yes?"
Yes. What is it?
Oh well, it's just that I haven't really had much of an opportunity to have a chat with you, well, I need someone to have this conversation with at the moment, and it seems that the cleric is well, I always thought of them as kind of the leader because they're kind of a little busy at the moment trying to figure out the ramifications of cure disease on one of your party members. Anyway, that's not important. What is important is I'm a hired individual for you guys. My job was to guide you guys to this location. As far as that is, all topics on that aspect is done. That is all done and well. But I can help you in other ways. But my area of expertise can go in many different ways, but it can only go in one way. And I'd like to see what area, how I can help you best. Now, I have some options. Just give me a moment, and I will tell you what those are. Oop, hang on, I've opened the wrong character sheet. Get out of that. So, where is it? It's in here, I'm pretty sure. Okay. So, are you kidding me? It's not there. Should be there. Alright, I might have to... Actually, you know what? Might be in the notes. Sorry. Oh, here it is. Yep, perfect. Alright, so I have a spell book, she says. It's a wizard spell book. And one of my direct paths, it allows me to access the spell book. And this isn't just me being able to access my spell book. I could also access, say, your wizard spell book.
Doesn't that require me to have a wizard spell book?
I'm not. She wasn't.
My
You're not
spellbook.
involved in the conversation of this one, Naqua, at the moment.
Ernie's going to look slightly puzzled as he looks at this person, like
Mhm.
completely puzzled, be like, spellbook? I don't have a spellbook.
I was talking about Baylor, who has a spell book.
Yeah.
Of course, I need to make sure I have his permission, but otherwise, yes, that is just one direction. Another one is I can become more proficient at fighting, and she sort of shows her flaming longsword. Actually, I think it's a bastard sword, but I might have to double check on that. Might be just a longsword. Alternatively, I can access and channel the power of my deity and gain access to divine spells, including healing, as another path. And the other path is I become a little bit more proficient at, say, finding traps and the like. And then there's the other path which I have been using, which was to get you guys here, which was my ability to become more adept at survival and tracking, which I feel is not particularly that useful here. So my question is, which one of the other four do you feel like you'd benefit from best? Which is, I suppose, in a layman's terms, wizard, fighter, cleric, or rogue.
So, before I answer that, I need to actually ask you about who in particular do you happen to worship?
Which god would you like me to worship, she says.
That's a weird cleric.
That is very weird.
She says it slightly coyly as well.
That
If you want, you can do a sense
I ain't gonna
motive
lie.
check on her.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we go definitely do that sense motive check. 'Cause that response didn't sit nicely.
So I'm going to point out, Vela, again, you weren't involved in the conversation, unless you're going to stop mucking around with Zug and come over here.
That's a 19 on sense motive.
Did you hear what I said, Naqua?
Yep.
Alright, so you just wander over here into this conversation. So you can do a sense motive. And both of you... Actually, you got a 21, didn't you, Cannon? Or was that... Holy crap, you got a...
That was for survival.
Oh, for survival. Right, yeah. So this is the sense
Yeah,
motive?
I'll be right back.
Alright. Oh, okay, so I'm gonna have to go with
You'll
Naqua.
have to settle with me.
Yeah, I'll
then.
have to settle with you then. I have no choice. Alright, so, Vala, she is incredibly difficult to actually read. If she's lying, you can't detect any sort of form of deception there. There is almost unnatural method to her body behavior. It's like she's a professional actor or something.
Do you know Olitama?
I'm sorry, say what?
Do you know Olitama?
I don't know what you're saying, she says.
You don't know what I'm saying. I'm saying Olitama.
Olodama.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's a god.
No, I do not know
You
him.
know him?
Actually, you know what?
Oh.
Let's make a religion check. No, I do not know that god.
Well, the question is, do I know that god?
I don't know. Who is the god? I don't even know the god as a player. As a DM.
Oh, I do
Who
know
is
that
God?
god. Olitama? The god of trickery?
I'm not familiar with him. Or her. Or them.
Oh.
Or it. Or that.
It's a him.
Oh. So I was right the first time. Anyways,
Here you go, Derek. Let
So-
me link it to you.
so as a psionic individual, what do you think? This is your party. What do you reckon your group would benefit most from? I know you already have a trap finder, but having two can be beneficial. Then again, having two of anything could be beneficial.
I don't know. I prefer a Palo cleric, but that's me.
No, I'm not. I can't do the Paylor special attributes.
Oh, okay.
I can only merely channel a fraction of their divine grace.
I see.
But it does mean I would be able to heal you, or anyone else necessary requires
Well,
healing.
most clerics can do that.
Yes, that is true.
It's just a matter how good they are at it.
Yep. If you want, I could tell you would have access to second level spells with my divine power. Same with my arcane power, if I were to channel that.
Do you know who I am?
Your name is Vela.
Yeah, well, they said it a moment ago, but do you know more?
I know you're an Elan.
Oh, that's something not many knows. Do you know more?
I know many things. It is kind of my specialty.
What is my favorite food?
I do not know that.
You don't know what my favorite food is, but you know I'm an Elam?
I could hazard a guess. Is it important?
No,
Then I do not know it.
but I never told you I'm an Elam. That is why I'm wondering how you know.
Observation?
Oh, observation. I see. Okay.
Understand that I am here to assist you guys. I'm not an adversary.
No, I don't see you as an adversary.
Oh, good. I hope we can be friends.
I'm back.
Welcome back. So,
Uh,
you got a where was your check? You got a 31 for your sense motive?
yeah.
So you pick up a few details, Canon. First thing you realize is that there's no in-game explanation for me to put this in, but whenever she lies, she can choose to take 10, which is not something people normally can do. And you also know that puts her score somewhere in the 20s when she does it. So she is, when she's not only you think she is a very adept liar, but she's also a very skilled liar. So I don't know how easy that was for you to that kind of check. Actually, it was a pretty good roll. So you think on the every now and then you might be to catch her out on a lie. You believe that wasn't lying, but she was definitely omitting information. She's got secrets.
So Ernie's going to be rather puzzled at this and say to her, well, being that we're out in the desolate wastelands, having one of a good-natured, would actually help out a lot, especially for my friend over here that's not looking too well.
So you want a cleric? She asks.
Yes, please.
Then in that case, after we have had a long rest, I shall channel my path onto that.
Thank you kindly.
All right. Now, Zug, is there anything you'd like to do while setting up camp? March, I can't hear you.
To be honest, there's not much that I really did believe I like. Actually, I think there's one thing that.
Don't forget, you're a
could do.
trap expert.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get like would you? I'm just asking you as a
Yeah.
from an out of game thing. Can I make when I make set up something for like an alarm system just in case
Yeah,
something
totally.
happens?
I thought
happens,
you
like,
purchased one of
Yeah.
the alarm systems as a booby trap. Didn't you not do that?
Yeah, I did, but I
Yeah.
kind of wanted. I don't want to kind of use. I want to try to save it, but I want to jerry rig something.
I think if you set up an alarm system, you should also have the ability to dismantle it and take it back.
Yeah, that's what I was. That's kind of like part of what I was wondering.
Yeah, I see.
could
You
do.
could very easily do something like that. Is there anything? Do you want to give me any special details about what you might want to, how you want to set this up, or do you just want me to? Do you just want to roll for it?
Like what I'm kind of planning on doing is first I'm gonna make sure Naqua doesn't mess with me during the night.
How would
Putting
you?
an alarm on him.
How would
on
you?
top of him.
How?
Putting an alarm on top of him.
How do you want to set that up without him noticing?
I'm just gonna have a little like. I've got like, while he sleeps, I'm
Yeah.
gonna put a little bell on it. I'm gonna tie a little bell to him.
Yeah. Okay. So
I see a problem.
there might be a problem with that. So I have a feeling you would know that Vela doesn't sleep, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah.
Is that relating?
Okay, so you know what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make if it, like set it up in a way that he's gonna not mess with me
Okay.
during the night.
You could set up.
I'd be notified.
You could set up a little perimeter around yourself. That if anyone
Yes,
were to get
and-
close to you. That said, you also know Valor can teleport.
God damn it! God fucking damn it! I don't trust Valor at all. Considering he wanted to turn me into a mummy.
Would you like to make an intelligence check?
Sure.
Go for a roll.
$11.
Alright, so you're a kobold. Kobolds are burrowing creatures. You could just make a little burrow for yourself that only really you can fit into. And even Valor probably won't be able to get inside.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Alright, so you can... Do you want to try and hide this from the others? Like hide the
Yeah.
entrance and stuff?
Yes, I'm gonna try to hide the entrance.
Alright, now while you're doing all this, Valor, what are you going to do during this period of while everyone's setting up camp? 'Cause you've spent some time talking to
The cleric.
the Ernie and Ellie. What would you? Is there anything though you might want to do while setting up camp?
Yeah, I think I will keep an eye on our littered kobold thing.
You want to try and keep an eye out for the kobold?
Yeah.
All right. In that case, I'm gonna make Zug make a stealth check, and you make a spot check.
a stealth check.
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, I meant a hide.
Hide check.
Hide check.
A hide. A hide.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Eat it.
And Vela, please roll your spot check, please.
Perfect. I
Okay.
win.
So, you like every now and then you think you see Zug, then you go over and he's like, "Oh, he's not actually here. Maybe it was my imagination." And then you like, if again you think you see him, he like you see like maybe like a bit of fox ears going over the edge of a dune. You go over there, and he's like, again you don't see any sign of him, and this goes on for some time. And it starts to get dark. And you guys, unless there's nothing else, you guys start camping for the night outside the. I'm gonna say Robo Buddy is keeping watch. Balor is looking in his spell book. Boris is meditating, and he's like, you notice he pull out like tarot cards. Yeah. Then it's just you three. If there's anything else you guys wanted to do, or do you guys sleep?
I guess I'm going to be sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
I would have done what you would have said. I would have probably dug something.
Yep. I'm gonna assume that's
Do I
done.
need to make
That
a
was
check?
your hide, covered by your hide check because you aced
Okay.
that. What did you roll for that? Out of curiosity, you rolled an 18.
I
God
have-
damn.
I have a plus 18.
Yeah, that's good. All right.
Yeah.
So and yeah. Time moves on, but I'm gonna do a small cutscene, unbeknownst to your characters, and we go back to the Oasis, which I thought about whether I'd do this or not, and I thought I'd do it because I thought you would appreciate this.
Does that mean I will have to turn on the audio on the stream to see it?
No,
Okay.
because I'm going to be talking to you in Discord. You just have to listen. You don't see it. You can. Anyway, give me a second. I need to move things down here. Oh wait, is this?
That was 1 second.
Let me.
Do you need a minute?
Naqua behave.
Sorry.
All right. Okay. The sun starts to rise over the sand dunes, and there's a bit of a wind going through. And I'm going to just grab a character who is watching. Yeah, where is it? Oh, it's over here. There are two figures watching over an oasis from a distance, I'll add. And one approaches the other and says, "Runt, what's going on?" And the orcish-looking one turns to the other and says, "Vicky," as he looks at a mage, and says, "They're down there. They're waiting for us, I think. They're all just standing around." What do you mean they're just standing around? They're just standing there? Yeah, they're just standing there, waiting around. They haven't moved in about 3 hours. Like, at all. Not even a single one of them has taken a piss or anything. And Vicky's eyes narrowed down, so I was like, I'm going to investigate. She casts greater invisibility, and then starts walking closer, and then closer, and then, like, something's wrong here. It's like they're petrified, or click. And now she has to make 2 dexterity saving throws. Which is by... First one is a 10... she rolled a 10. The second one, she got a 1. And now, I need to take a look at see what the DC of 2 blast discs are. Can you tell me that, Zug? I thought you'd like to...
Let me just take a peek here. I just need to double check here.
Yep. Now, the other question I
Okay.
have is, do your blast discs ignore spell resistance, if you happen to know?
It's not a spell.
Yeah, but some things might allow. But that's all right. Carry on.
Okay, it's not a.
I know it's a
okay,
magical
it
thing,
has
so it
a-
might have done it.
Yeah, it doesn't have this.
That's
it doesn't
okay.
Have, it doesn't have a spell resistance.
Not a problem. Just tell me what the
It doesn't have a DC.
Just tell me what the we should have a DC for the explosion part.
Okay, there isn't. Okay, if it goes off, it's
Yeah.
Okay, reflex save for DC 14
Okay.
for half.
So she
of
passed
5d6.
one and absolutely she like saw one go off, then to jump, and then jumped basically on top of another one that explodes. And I'm gonna say because of that, she has to make another saving throw as the third one goes off. And got to 19 as she duck rolls as one connects with her chest and the other one.
Okay.
So that means she takes 2 saves,
Half of-
1 fail.
Okay. Okay, roll a. Okay, for the fail, roll a 5d6. 5d6.
Would you like to roll?
Sure.
Go for it. I want you to roll 5d6, please, for the first one. This is the one that she passed. So she takes 14 points of fire damage.
Fire damage, yes.
Okay. And now
And-
roll for... Actually, you know what? That was a save. So she only would have taken 7.
Yes. Okay, and for the second one,
Yep.
it would have been another. It would have been another 5.
Yep, go for it.
Half of 5d.
Okay, so
half
that
of
one she
that.
takes the full amount. And again, one more time, please. Alright, and then she takes another 16... No, sorry, this one's half. So she takes a total of 7, 8... so that's 15... Just under 30 points of damage. And you just sort of see Runt's eyes go wide as he looks down at the wizard, who sort of gets up, lost about 1/3 of their health, and just sort of brushes off the sand with annoyance. And she then turns around to Runt and says, "Start looking for them." And we're gonna move back to the
I think I pissed her.
we're gonna move
I
back
think
to
I pissed somebody
your
off.
your location.
I think we just pissed her off.
Mm. But I thought
Well, Mm.
you would
at least-
appreciate that.
I love that. I love it.
You're welcome.
At least you know who she's dealing with now.
Yeah, she knows we don't mess around. Bam, bam.
All right, and we might see more of that story unfold, that subplot, as you guys continue to take long rests. All right, now you guys wake up. So Boris, no, sorry, is it? Yeah, it is Boris. He has prepared the spell Cure Disease and casts it upon you. There, Zug, you have been removed of your mummy afflictions,
Okay.
and you no longer have neg 6 to your constitution and neg 1 to your charisma.
Under my. Okay.
So
and did we get a full rest?
you all got a full rest. So you get your now hit points work a little bit differently in 3.5. So anyone who has taken damage, they roll their hit. No, they heal equal amount of the hit dice they have. So I believe, with the exception of Robo Buddy, everyone heals. Let me think. 9 hit. You guys are level 9, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'll heal 9 hit points. So I'm gonna apply that to every character.
Derek.
Yep, you are on full.
The one question I'm wondering about
Yeah.
is because I'm not sure if I adjusted my my max hit points when I lost that 6 con.
Yeah, I did realize that myself, but I think you would have been fine because you got some healing almost directly after.
Okay.
Do we have anyone
Yeah, I'm
who
just not
is?
sure if
Do we have anyone chanting to us doing the full rest. Because that will actually change the natural healing progress
Of what?
of healing. If
Sorry,
cleric is
cat.
using treatment.
I'm not sure what you're suggesting, Naqua, sorry.
I'm saying if a cleric is tending to the wounded,
Yes.
they can increase the
Oh.
healing rate.
I don't think so, no. No, I'm going to say no to that one.
Okay.
But you have
Just saying.
a second healer of sorts now. As Ellie is capable of helping you in that area. She also says she's still capable of finding traps. She doesn't hold much of a torch to Zug, but she can at least assist him. Anyways, so with that, I'm going to say with the inactive characters of Baylor, Boris, and Robo Buddy. Robo Buddy is currently, I'm going to say, under strict observation by Boris to make sure he doesn't just run on ahead like the last time and just trigger all the traps. But you guys can make use of them for their skills. If you find something heavy that needs to be lifted, they're there to help you. They're there to provide various healing support or spell support if you need it. But for the most part, you guys are going to be the active players.
I got a good idea we can use Bobo for.
No, we're not using him as trap bait.
No. I was coming up with a better idea. Robo, can you carry Zug around?
Robo Buddy can carry Zug.
Perfect.
No,
Can
no,
Robo Buddy
no.
punt? Can Robo Buddy punt Naqua across into the dunes?
Robo Buddy can punt Naqua across dunes.
I'm sorry. This is gonna be a long adventure.
Mm-hmm. Or a short one.
Yeah. Okay, Naqua, we need to behave, please.
I am behaving.
Stop trying to torment me. I
am not tormenting you. I'm actually trying to be kind to you.
No, you're tormenting me.
Mount to ride. See, I was trying to make you lazy.
Alright, so here's how we want to go.
Right.
Zug, my good buddy, old pal. You gonna take point. You're gonna be looking for traps along the way. You're gonna make sure where we step is gonna be safe to step. Because last thing I want is to actually get an arrow in my knee, or worse, the back.
And I'm here to help you, says Ellie.
What about your egg?
Which is why you will be going right behind him to assist in it, and also if he fucks up, you have the capability of patching up the sudden knife wound or insert any other kind of wound that had just occurred to him.
I understand.
Then it will be our psychic buddy and me, and we'll have Robo Buddy and the other cleric, I forget his name.
Boris?
Yes, they will be taking up the rear in case things decide to come up behind us.
I got a change in your plan there, noble leader, because I do think I should be up next to Zug to keep the world safe as well.
I don't trust you.
Well, I don't
you'll
trust you either, so it would be a good combination there.
You guys are
like this.
going to need to work as a
Ching.
team, or your guys are going to end up at the bottom of a ditch.
It goes like this. your speciality and my speciality are from afar. We're going to sit in the middle so that way, no matter what occurs, there's at least some form of defense between us and them. Those two, as Ernie's going to point to Zug and our universal pocket knife of a friend.
Ali, my name is.
Yeah, Allie. They're going to be up front, guiding the way. We don't know this place. This place is in the middle of nowhere. This is clearly meant to keep something hidden. Most likely, people that built this have built ways to prevent others from getting in there and taking things.
Hey,
So
Derek.
those two are up front to quote unquote protect us by preventing those things from going off.
Derek,
Yes, Naqua.
could you please put the nameplates on the tokens, please?
I'll try. That's a
Smith.
big. Yeah, that takes up a lot of space. Is the only thing.
Yeah, well, I'm using the space anyway. At least on the character we know.
Are you happy with just those 3 for the time being, or do you want all of them?
I can only see myself, so
I don't know why. You should be able to see the others.
only if you set the permissions to it.
Why? What permission would they need?
To see.
It's not a big deal for
Yeah,
me.
it's not really a big deal. If you
It's not, just keep track of your token. Just keep track of your token.
Yeah. Just keep track of your token, Fivehead.
And I'm going to be. You know what? Something tells me that this may mean that this line may mean something.
Oh, that's a good thought, says Ellie.
This is a thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just a thought. This is just a thought more than
This is just a
anything
theory.
else. Yeah.
It might
It's
mean
just a
something.
theory.
What shall we how shall we proceed? She looks to you because she's sort of like she is very proficient in trap finding, but she's letting you take lead on this. She doesn't want to like step on your toes. She identifies that you
There's
are
a
the
lot of stuff.
Yeah. Hmm?
There's a lot of traps. It may can I just it may signify a safe area.
Okay.
Or, it may signify a safe area.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure about this.
So
It's just a running theory.
you hear a call
Or it's
out
just decoration.
from Baylor, the wizard, and he says, "I have the ability to summon creatures, as does Boris, I believe. So we could, if you feel like it's worth the expenditure of resources, send a summoned creature down that path."
Such a trap.
And that also works too. Now I'm going to point out, Valor, unless you have the trap finding class feature, you can't find magical
do.
traps. You can only find. You have trap
I do.
finding?
Mm-hmm.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
Did you? Oh, that's right. You multi-classed into thief, didn't you?
Of course.
I think I do remember that now. I'm surprised. I
I was just trying to.
don't see trap finding in your class abilities.
Well, any rogues gets it.
That's true. Yeah, alright. I don't see... Alright, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. So yeah, you can... Alright, so you rolled a search, did you? 25. Give me a second, I'm looking up the thing.
That should be good enough to find most traps.
So, now I'm going to
Even
point
magical.
out to you, Naqua, that when you do a search, you can only search squares around your kind of like around you, like the adjacent squares. So you're only searching the like. I'm assuming you're in this square, so you'd only be searching the squares around you. Okay, but I'm going to implement a special sort of rule I call a sweep action, which allows you to roll once as a search, and then you just keep moving until you find something. Whatever roll. Okay, so that is just for the purposes of like time allocation, not rolling multiple times. Okay.
Okay.
Now in addition, I think you do actually find something. So just give me a second. Yes, you do, Naqua. In fact, find something, but it is not a trap. You looking around at this sort of where the passage of this tiled paths begins, and you notice there's a message written in with mosaic tiles, almost barely noticeable runes, written in common, and it says the following. Acererak congratulates you on your powers of observation. So make of this whatever you wish, for you will be mine in the end, no matter what. Go back to the Tormentor or through the Arch, and on the second great hall you'll discover. Shun green if you can, but night's good colour is for those of great valour. If shades of red stand for blood, the wise shall not need sacrifice aught but a loop of magical metal. You're well along your march. 2 pits along the way will be found to lead to a fortuitous fall, so check for wall. These keys and those are most important of all. And beware of trembling hands, and what will more. If you find the false, you'll find the true, and into a columned hall you'll come, and there the throne that's keyed and keyed. The iron men of visage grim do more than meets the viewer's eye. You've left, and my tomb you have found, and now your soul will die. I will copy that into the Discord for your benefit.
Thank you, because my next move was to make an auto-hypnosis to remember that phrase completely.
Yep. So you see
And
Ellie
that's a
writing it
23.
down. Yep. So I am going to
And
just...
it's now burned into my memory.
Yep. So what I'm going to do is put that into the Discord, but I might also create a handout for it as well.
Yeah, make a handout. That's actually better.
Yeah,
That
I'll
way
put
you
it...
can share the handout with those
I might
who want
put it
to.
in the map of Acererak's tomb. So I'll go edit, and I'll just put it under the text down here. I think that will work. Save. Alright. That's good enough for now. Alright. Anyways. What is the rest of you doing?
Okay, I'm gonna say I'm gonna go with my theory, and I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna try to follow the path.
Okay. Are you doing anything else?
I'm searching for traps. along the
Okay,
way,
that's what
obviously.
I needed to hear. So you can make a trap search check, and you rolled an 8. All right.
Yes. I don't think I'm seeing jack squat. I'm just gonna hear a click at some point. I know this.
At the moment, you hear no click.
I
I'm
already,
taking this.
I'm already
one
stated,
turn.
Derek, that I don't trust the kobold. So whenever he is doing a search check, I will do one as well.
All right. Oh God.
And
Hey, that's even worse than one of us is going to die in this hallway.
Seems that way.
yeah,
All right. So you find something, Zug?
Okay. Oh, did it click?
You don't hear a click. So over here, you notice there's something protruding out of the wall.
Okay, I kind of put him.
So it
Hold
appears
up.
to be a chest, but it's like on the side of the wall, sort of fixed. Now, if you give me a moment, I do actually have some description.
Can you do something about the dynamic landing?
So
It's not
there. So
playing up.
is it? Well, I can't do much about dynamic lighting. You're just gonna have to give me a moment. So where was it? Yes, this wall has a mosaic painting, much like the rest of the corridor. It looks like two jackal-headed human figures in this painting are portrayed as if holding a bronze chest, which is actually protruding out of the wall into the corridor. The chest is hinged on the bottom to allow the lid to swing downwards. So it's basically an upside-down chest.
Okay. It's an upside down chest.
Which is stuck on the wall.
Which
Is it? Does it open if I poke it? If I poke it with something
Do you?
from like? I have a stick. Can I use a stick? Just poke it.
So whereabouts are you poking the stick?
Trying to see if I can open it.
Yeah,
with the bottom.
you can do a spot check if you want to like survey it to figure out how it opens. Why is everyone on the same square?
Maybe because
I
we
don't know
cannot
why
see where we
everybody
are
went-
going.
Alright.
That's not where I park myself.
Yeah, but you really I'm gonna put Allie back if you want to put yourself there. But she
I
can't
rolled a
assist.
2.
So you got a 2. Okay. I'm gonna say you do notice something, even with that. That you notice there is like what's the word? There is like a stud on top of the chest, like it's a button.
Okay, I'm gonna gently
Yep.
and say, everybody back up. I don't trust this. And if it goes off and something bad happens, everybody back up like 5 feet.
Is there
I
a
just
reason why we are not allowed to see anything south from that yellow?
I don't know what that yellow line is. Is
That
that as
is
far as you can
exactly
see?
how far we can see.
I
Do you-
can see
as I
perfectly
said,
fine.
Hang
can
on,
see down
Dynamic
here.
lighting.
Naqua, do you have to pay an ability to get dark vision, don't you?
Oh, so that's why we cannot
Yeah.
see.
So
down
do you
that
wish to
line.
pay for your dark
Okay.
vision ability?
Yeah. doing
Okay,
it.
pay the points. And
Done.
tell me how long that lasts.
That should be lasting quite long. Give me a moment. We should.
I know you got
Derek.
60 foot of it. So there you go. You've now got dark vision.
we're going to unsheath our dagger.
Okay, I'm poking it with this. I'm poking the button. I said, everybody back up 5 feet.
Yep.
And does anybody respond to me? The Cobalt saying back up 5 feet.
At the moment, Ellie and Ernie has both backed up about 20 feet away from you. Naqua's right behind you. As
Okay,
Valor is.
Naqua, Valor, last chance. I'm going to poke it. I recommend you back up.
It appears
That's
that...
gonna last for 1 hour level.
Okay, did you hear what March said?
He said back off.
Do you? I'm assuming you're not. Okay, go right ahead, March.
Okay, I'm going to hit the button.
All right.
Hit the button.
Do you just push it with your finger?
I'm going to poke it with a stick.
Do you have a stick?
I have I thought you said I had a stick.
I mean, you might have
Oh,
a
you said I
stick.
could have a stick.
This is just
I
news
thought
to
you
me.
said I could have a stick.
Oh, I
I
need
thought you said I
to.
could have a stick.
Yeah, you can have a stick. You know what? I don't know why you've got that stuff on you. I might get rid of that because I don't think you're trying to hide or anything like that.
Yeah.
What's the
Second,
other one?
I
Yeah.
think I'm getting called.
Oh,
So while he's doing that,
Yeah.
Derek.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and draw the. Ernie's going to draw his dagger.
okay,
This is the dagger that has the crystal that has the light in it.
okay.
And that does what would be a total of 20-foot brightness for me.
Okay. Oh, so you've got. All right. Give me a second.
It's like 20-foot bright
There you
light,
go.
40-foot. Yeah. Because it only does like 10 per increment, but because of low light vision, it goes out twice the distance for me.
Yep. I think that's set up for you.
Yeah, that looks about right.
So you can see pretty far down the corridor. It goes pretty. The corridor does seem to go down pretty far though, and the little
Yeah.
trail keeps winding.
Which we're basically following along
Oh,
the path.
Sorry. Before we continue, there's something I want to kind of give a shout out for, because and I want to give them credit before I go any further. We have a artist who has donated this map generously for us to use during this stream, and I think it's an amazing map, and I want to give them a huge shout out. Give me a moment. Well, you can tell me what you're doing. I just want to quickly try and find give the guy the attention I feel he deserves. So give me a second.
1 second.
I'll stop that. One moment and go to. But
no.
yes, what were you doing? Tell me what you're doing, Cannon.
Basically, after the whole debacle with the chest, we're going to be following. I want to say Remy. It's not Remy. We're going to be following Zug,
Right.
which he's following the path. So basically, we're staying on the path.
Okay. All right. So I've got his got the guy's link. So this is putting the link in the chat. It is artstation.com /John Pintar /store, and he's done some amazing maps. I've got one. I believe I have his Curse of Strahd map of the castle, which looks incredible. I highly recommend checking that link out for people who are so inclined to get maps just like this. I asked my players not to get this map though, since we're using it. But yeah. All right. So go ahead. Sorry, Cannon. Did you need me?
Nope, just letting you know that I'll be basically following along the path.
Okay. All right. Well, at the moment, you know that it seems to be safe for at least a kobold to be going up to where Zug is. And a human to go up just behind him.
Well, I'm a gnome. So
Yes,
I'm
so
roughly
you're
the
somewhere
size
in
of
the
a
broad
kobold.
range of between.
Yeah.
So, March, is he still AFK? Alright, I'm going to assume he's AFK, but I'll take control of March for the time being, just to move things along. So he pushes the stud in with, like, a stick, I think he said. And it goes down, and I'm going to make him do just a check, which might... Okay, yeah, it's pretty good. Are you there, March?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. So you push down this little
For a few
button
minutes.
with a stick, and you notice something as you push down the button. You are actually quite smart here, because as you push down that button, you notice there's a thin little spike protruding out around the button. If you had pushed it with your finger, it probably would have spiked you. I know something. Thank you, though.
I don't trust random buttons.
That's
on
totally
walls.
fair, but you think you might have avoided some kind of spike trap. Possibly even poisoned? You're not sure. And as you push the button, though, the lid underneath the chest flips open.
Does anything fall out?
No.
I'm gonna cautiously. That's like, can I see see inside?
All right. As you peer underneath, you see what appears to be a lever affixed to the sort of roof, or at least what is currently the roof of the chest.
Huh. Okay. Do I
You're
have
finding something, Zug?
anybody have a little bit of rope? I just need like a foot of rope.
Do I have rope? That is a wonderful.
Any rope with respect for himself does have a rope.
We do not have a rope.
Hallie says she can provide a rope.
Yeah, I just need a little bit of rope.
Give me a moment. I'm pretty sure Ellie can.
Like how deep is this chest? How deep is this lever?
It's like a shoebox.
Okay, yeah, probably a foot of rope would probably do.
Well, she pulls out 50-foot coil of hempen rope from a small satchel that looks like it's way too small to hold said rope.
Bag of holding, gotcha.
Nope. And it's something else, she says. It's a survival pouch. A magical survival
that's nice.
pouch.
Nice.
She
That's
also
nice.
asks you if you would like a mule.
Well, I'm good for now, but
Okay.
thank you.
Because I can also produce that from the bag too if you need it.
Nice.
And then
Okay,
she
Talking about a meal.
she goes up to you, passes you the rope, and then goes back.
Okay, I'm going to. You know what? I'm gonna tie. Is it big enough? Is the lever big enough that I can tie the rope around the lever?
You can definitely tie the rope around the lever, but you're not entirely sure how you're going to get it to pull to one side because it's going out around. It has to go down out of the chest. If that makes sense.
Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna have to actually physically go in there and do it. You know what? I'll do it.
All right.
I'm gonna pull the lever.
In that case, you pull the lever, and I'm going to need a reflex saving throw from both Naqua and Zug.
Oh no, and this is where we died.
As
This is
a pit trap opens up beneath you.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh,
Do I feel lucky? Yeah, I feel lucky. I believe 16 should do the trick.
We'll find out. It's not for you to decide. It's Gary Gygax. All right.
Gary Gygax says you need 19.
Okay. The number you need is 20.
Oh my goodness.
I was
But
actually
I
close. Holy shit.
As a 30-foot deep pit opens up beneath you.